Hey guys, it's Phoenix Android Radios here, and in this video we're going to be looking at the 2011 to 13 Dodge Durango. It is a 13-inch radio. This is the front of the radio. You have your physical buttons that you would move from your factory radio onto here. You have a mic hole, a reset button that you can use a paper clip, or if you have any wire with a tip come off, you can remove the tip, use the wire to press the reset. On the back of the radio, this is what you have, the canvas connection as well as the air conditioning plug. At the top of the radio, you have the power plug, 4G for the SIM card, as well as a screw-on for the GPS antenna with the Wi-Fi antenna here and the radio antenna plug-in. Multiple connections here. You're going to be using most of them except for we'll get onto those connections here, but here is also the power plug. These are all the cables you receive. There is an adapter that connects to the power plug, so you do need to connect these two in order for it to connect at the top of our radio. Before we connect the main plug, let's look at the other cables. You have a USB cable that is 4 pins. This is for your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You have another USB cable that has 2 USB ports. These can also do power and data, but it is not for the built-in CarPlay or Android Auto. This one is 6 pins, so there's a 4-pin and a 6-pin. There's a USB cable adapter to support the factory USB ports on your car. This is a GPS adapter for the factory GPS antenna. If your factory GPS antenna has this type of plug, you can plug this from your factory antenna. Otherwise, we provide an external GPS antenna that you can screw on with an adhesive to stick inside the car. You also get a 4G LTE antenna for the cellular reception if you choose to put a SIM card on the radio. And the SIM card comes in this harness right here with a SIM card insert. On this harness is for auxiliary items, and this plug here goes to the back of the radio. Looking at the RCAs, you have several for aftermarket sound, for a subwoofer, as well as your front and back, left and right sound. You have a red and a white for aux-R and aux-L. This is to support the factory 3.5 jack on your vehicle if you have them. The last one is a microphone input. We don't recommend using an external microphone, but we do provide it in the box. And the reason for that is because there is a built-in microphone on the radio, as well as and this model also lets you use the factory microphone on your vehicle. So if neither of those two work, you can use the external microphone. This connector here is for the factory or aftermarket backup camera. And that just connects through an RCA connection, and this connects to the top of the radio here. So now let's look at the main harness, and again we're using the adapter here, and coming off of this adapter there are 2 green wires. This is also car communication wires, and this is a 8-pin connector, and that will connect up to here. So connecting it to this one, have the clip towards the bottom, and it will clip like that. That is the canvas connection for the car communication. This small connector connects to here, which is the power. Okay. At the ends here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 plugs. This plug is for Dodge Ram radios, so this is not needed. The other 3 plugs can find matching connectors in the car. And this one needs to connect at the bottom of our radio. This is the canvas connection for the whole communication to go through. The clip will be facing upwards. Once it clips in, find the connectors in your car for these 3 plugs. And now looking at the RCAs, we have aux R and aux L, as well as aux V. These RCAs are to support the factory aux jack on your vehicle if you do have them. You also have Res Audio R, Res Audio L, rear entertainment system for the right and left audio, and Res Video. If you put a video and audio feed through these RCAs, you will see that feed in the rear entertainment system. And the last one is Cam CVBS. If you have a factory backup camera, plug this into this connector here, which is a single RCA. This is a 10-pin connector that connects to the top here with the clip facing downwards. The red and white aux R and aux L, as well as the aux V, comes from the factory RCA jacks on the car, and that you can connect to aux R, aux L, and aux V on the radio, or on this harness. And those are the auxes. This large connector here connects at the top with the clip facing downwards. SIM card microphone for external microphone. And the other RCAs we have are these two yellows. CVBS out may not be used, and aux CVBS in. If you put a video feed in here, you should be able to see it on one of the apps on the radio. On the back here, you have two connectors for the air conditioning, and with this model of the radio, factory rear air conditioning controls are supported, as well as the factory rear entertainment. Other models may not have this function. The GPS antenna screws on to the bottom nearest the Wi-Fi antenna, and the SIM card antenna screws on to the one right below it. GPS, SIM card. If you do have a factory GPS antenna, you can screw this one on instead and connect your vehicle's antenna. For the radio antenna, you have this cable. If your vehicle has something similar to this, you can connect straight to it. If not, you can use the adapter here and connect the vehicle's connector. And the external microphone, we don't recommend using unless the radio's microphone not working or the factory vehicle's microphone is not working. So those are the connections for the Dodge Durango 2011 to 2013. We have several model types. We have a 4 gigs of RAM and 64 hard drive, a 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gig hard drive, as well as an 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of hard drive. This model here is the 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gig hard drive. That does it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, can give us a call or send us an email. See you guys in the next video. Bye guys.